Hey everybody, this is John from Show Me Pickers, and I am starting a new video series. It's going to kind of explain some of the reasons why I do some of the things in my business. And the first topic that I would love to discuss will be the reason why I personally offer free returns. And I know that a lot of people are like, why would you offer free returns? And I know that there are a lot of arguments against free returns, and I know those arguments because I used to be one of the people that would argue against offering free returns. So one of the main reasons why I offer free returns is simply because eBay wants me to. I know, you're going to be like, what if eBay wanted you to jump off a bridge? Well, I mean, I'm not going to jump off a bridge, but I do believe that if eBay wanted me to jump off a bridge, they would give me really good incentives to jump off that bridge. And by that, I mean that when you offer free returns, that you are covered by a series of protections that most people are not going to be covered by if you do not offer free returns. One of the first reasons why I love free returns, and this should definitely interest you if you offer a lot of items that are brand new. One of the big features of free returns is that if you sell an item and the person sends it back to you, and say you sell a shirt and the shirt was new with tags, they got it, you suspected that they took and wore it to a dance or a prom or a party or wherever you wear new shirts to church, I don't know. So they send it back to you and it's no longer new, and the tags are missing off of it. What you can do is that if you offer free returns on your items, what I always do is I take pictures of the items, I email the customer and says this item is no longer new and the tags are missing off of it, and I just send that to them. And then what I will do then is go into the return. You can upload those photos again to the return, and then you can deduct the original shipping, and you can also keep up to 50% of the proceeds of that item. So let's say if you sold a item for 25 bucks and you charged $5 to ship the item. So you sold that item for $30 and you get that item back and the person used it or broke it or destroyed it, and you can prove that the item was not sent back in the condition that you sent it. Then what you do is you can deduct the original shipping, and you can keep half of it. I mean, you can literally keep half of the item's value. Now, for me, that recently happened. If you watch my videos, you know that I had sent off a sub, and I sent this sub off to a customer. I sold it for $600 shipped. 600 and some change shipped, and when he got it, he had it for like 2 weeks, no complaints, everything seemed to be fine with it. He used it. All of a sudden I get an email from him and it says, hey, this item is broke. What he said is that he had the item for like 2 weeks and he never opened it, and it was, when he opened it, he hooked it up and it didn't work. Well, I tested this item out. When I shipped it, it worked. I know I test my electronics. I have a whole setup in the back so that I can test speakers and whatnot. So I was a little bit suspicious, but I couldn't prove it. So I said, okay, send it back to me. I paid for the return shipping, uploaded the label. He sent it back. And when I got it back, it was shipped in a totally different box. None of the packing material was there, and it was obliterated. You can see the video. It was completely destroyed. If you follow my channel, you know what I'm talking about. And so I kept half his money. We contacted eBay, and there was some extenuating circumstances in the case, but we're not going to go into all that. If you care, you can go back and watch the video. But there was some extenuating circumstances in the case. So what we ended up doing is we ended up contacting eBay, and they ended up giving us a credit for over $300, and we would not have gotten that credit if we did not offer free returns. A second benefit to offering free returns on your items is that if you offer one-day handling, you can be qualified to be in the top rated seller program. Not exactly what it's called, like the top rated seller plus or something like that, where you're just the best of the best, and you will get an item fee credit for a certain percentage. I'm not exactly sure. I should have did my homework, I guess. But you'll get like a small fee return on your fees that you paid Each month from eBay, they'll give you a credit back for being a top rated plus super duper fantastic superhero seller, and you will get some of that money back. And what a lot of people who do offer the 1-day handling and the free returns, they say that when you add those two together, that it actually, the amount of money they get back in their fees offsets any returns that they have to pay for each month. So there is that. And I offer a 2-day handling time, so I don't get that super uber high tier top rated seller. I'm okay with that because we like 2-day handling time, because 1-day handling time just has too much anxiety. It just makes me feel a certain way. But for you, you might already have 1-day handling time, and all you're missing is that free returns. And I can tell you that since I turned free returns on, my returns have not went through the roof. I have not become a clothing rental operation. I haven't become a electronics rental operation. Does that happen? Sure. But let me tell you, feed you a little bit of super secret inside knowledge here. Here's the deal. If you don't offer free returns on those items, they're just going to say they're not as described, and you're still going to have to pay for the return. But here's the thing that I have found. I spent a lot of time on the eBay Thrifters page, and I've seen posts on there where people have actually, because they didn't offer free returns, their items came back and they were actually damaged. But the box and shipping wasn't damaged at all. That's a little suspicious, so it makes me think that possibly the buyer is damaging the merchandise so that they can get the return. That's a scary thought, but you know, hey, if it has to be damaged to send it back, maybe they're thinking, well, it's got to be damaged, so you know, they're damaging the item so they can send it back to you. So I don't know. That's why I personally do the free returns on my items. I've kind of went back and forth on offering 1-day shipping. My wife is the shipping department, and I don't think she would be super excited about that because she's the one that has to pack and ship all the items. So that would be more work put upon her. And since we do not have our inventory at home, we have our inventory at our store, it would mean that she would have to go back and forth from the house to the store quite a bit. So I don't know if this video has been helpful to you, but if it has, it would be fantastic if you'd go down below and maybe give me a thumbs up, and maybe even hit that like button. And if you would, you could even follow the channel. You could subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. So in the future, you will be notified when we put out more content. We do make a lot of content, and we are really good at this. We've been around on YouTube for 7 years, and we've been selling on eBay for over 20 years. We've sold over $1 million worth of merchandise on eBay, and we have over 25,000 feedback. So it's important where you get your information from. There's a lot of people out there that are YouTubers first and resellers second, and I can tell you, I will inform you, that I would have to make a lot of money on YouTube to be a YouTuber first and a reseller second, because I'm absolutely passionate about reselling, and I love YouTube. I love making these videos. So I've spoken a lot. Most of you guys have already left, so hit that subscribe button, and thank you for watching.